I'm very disappointed in the governor's decision to veto marriage equality.
I'm very disappointed that he has chosen to adopt that position.
Well, I am disappointed that the governor didn't fulfill the will of the legislature.
It's disappointing that the governor has not represented all the people of the state of New Jersey.
I'm disappointed that the governor has chosen to, again, disregard so many of our citizens.
I'm sorely disappointed with the governor.
It's a grave disappointment.
We understand the difficulty when issues of theology creep into the lawmaking process, and that is what has made the issue of marriage equality a difficult one to solve. But for us in the legislature, we are bound to promulgate civil laws that provide all citizens in our state with equal protection under the law.
The fact that there is a distinction in terms between marriage and civil union, to me, says that there is a distinct difference. Therefore, I see this as a civil rights issue.
It's easy to hide behind that you'll rather have a ballot initiative and subject to the whims of the people. The fact remains is that civil rights issues should never be a subject of ballot initiative.
It's really unfathomable why a governor, who also is a lawyer, would ignore Supreme Court precedent, would instead choose to put a fundamental civil right on a ballot question and subject it to the vagaries of an election campaign, when leadership, when statesmanship is what's required to deliver civil rights.
I do not think that this should be put up for a referendum. In fact, the last time a referendum was brought up for a civil rights issue here in the state of New Jersey was to give women the right to vote, and guess what? It was defeated.
It shows, in my view, a lack of enlightenment, a lack of empathy, just a lack of, frankly, what the majority of the people in this state and this country understand is long time and long overdue.
For me, it'll be hard to go home and explain to our sons that we don't have the same rights that everyone else in the state does.
The battle for civil rights has never been easy, and it's often been a long road. But that long road has been populated by men and women of goodwill who stick to their guns and continue to advocate for the issues in which they believe. And this issue is no different. And everyone who wanted to see marriage equality become law should be comforted in the fact that men and women of goodwill who have supported this measure through the legislature so far will continue to do so.
We have an opportunity to seek an override of the governor's veto. The legislature will have until January 2014 to get an override vote, and that is precisely what both houses will pursue. Over the course of the next year and a half, we will continue to try to encourage members of the other side of the aisle to put forth votes to provide an override to this governor's veto.